For many military families who still have loved ones deployed in missions overseas, the holiday season can be one of the most challenging to get through. But today, Burlington Northern Santa Fe, or BNSF Railway, deployed on its mission, taking more than 300 military members and their families on a special train ride through the Crosse as a thank you for all the sacrifices they've made. News 8's Pauline Lee is live in the studio with more.
Well, BNSF has run this annual Holiday Express train tour for the last 4 years, traveling on different routes through the U.S. and inviting thousands of active and retired military members and their families to join along with the special ride. This was the first year they stopped in La Crosse. Saturday morning aboard the Holiday Express was all about family.
We thought this would be a great opportunity for us to take the kids on a train ride.
Lieutenant Colonel Robert Divney of the Wisconsin Army National Guard and his family weren't the only ones along for the ride. More than 300 other service members and their families took the trip down the river. The hour-and-a-half ride included everything from holiday treats to a visit from the big man himself.
Ho, ho, ho. I think it's just a great way to celebrate our family. For organizations like BNSF to be able to provide this opportunity is just fantastic. It really is. It shows a lot of support by the community.
He's deployed twice, once during the first Gulf War and most recently in 2005 to Kuwait. With each deployment, leaving his wife and kids behind has its own challenges.
That was extremely hard because you don't know what's going to happen. And it's just hard leaving just because I'm going to miss all these milestones throughout their life. And it's just hard.
But it's not just about saying thank you to the men and women in uniform.
Whatever we can do to support them, it really pales in comparison to the sacrifice that they've made for our country.
Matthew Rose, chairman and CEO of BNSF Railways, says Saturday was about saying thank you to the sacrifices their families make.
Specifically around the holidays, I think it's really hard. And again, the families, the kids you saw out there today, you can imagine if your father or mother was serving overseas and the challenges that would bring. And so this was just a little slice to help them maybe forget that for a few hours.
And for the service members and their families aboard today's train ride, being home for the holidays has a special meaning.
I think deployments really show that it helps you value what you have even more.
Bye-bye, Santa.
And today's train ride was free of charge for service members and their families. Governor Walker, Mayor Matt Harder, and State Senator Jennifer Schilling were also on board this morning, working their way through the train to meet and thank families themselves.
Thanks, Pauline. The Holiday Express tour lasts about a week and a half. This year, the train is making stops in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North and South Dakota, Illinois, and Kansas. It will probably be a few years before they make another visit to our area.